All right, I just hit record.
Wait a second. Let me grab coffee.
Well, hello, everybody. We are in mid to late Jan right now.
And we feel it.
We and the rest of the country currently are getting ready for what feels like the apocalypse with a snowstorm coming.
Snowpocalypse. I love a good snowpocalypse. But yes, the kids had school canceled in Chicago for extreme cold weather.
And I am anticipating things will be canceled on Sunday, like sports and stuff, and Monday with the snow that we're expecting to get. So buckle up for a fun start to next week.
Right. Yeah. It's funny. It's interesting because we live in markets, obviously, where we get snow. The city knows how to deal with it, all the things. I would say the same for where I'm from in Baltimore. They are expecting like a huge, huge storm. But then in other markets like Nashville, Dallas, it's crazy town because they just don't see it.
Well, Em, I was going to say we were messaging this morning because we are doing media outreach for a client who has something going on the last week in January in Texas.
Right.
And we have heard back from all the media like, nope, we are covering the snowpocalypse. We are not planning to cover anything else right now. Let's talk mid next week and see where things are. So it's interesting. I mean, hopefully things turn out well, especially for those cities and towns and markets that are not used to snow. But
yes, travel safe out there, y'all.
Yeah. All right. Today. So we were originally going to talk about nostalgia marketing campaigns, and it's still everywhere, but we've talked about it a little bit. So I think we wanted to instead just touch on some of the campaigns we've seen recently that have kind of jumped into mainstream, that have shown up in our feeds, on our televisions, through our text chats, that we've not gone looking for. Because I think that's really the test of a really strong campaign, is if it's appearing naturally. So
jumping the text chain shark to me is the biggest. That is when you know it's gangbusters.
So, okay, the first one, Em, you mentioned this, and I'm in love with this, is the Beast Games.
Unexpected for my demographic. So Beast Games, Jimmy Donaldson, who's, by the way, I looked him up. He's like a billionaire net worth.
Yeah, Mr. Beast is worth so much money.
Nay, Jimmy Donaldson, Mr. Beast. You and I are in the complete wrong profession, Jenna, just a side note. But I actually enjoy watching this guy. But anyway, as I'm sure everybody knows, it's episode 2 of Beast Games where they take 100 or 200 contestants and weed them down to a final winner. Physical, mental challenges. It is weirdly engaging. You know how old I am. But it's also fun for the whole family. Like, I'm really into it. Jake's into it. The kids are into it. And it's like something we can all co-view, which is honestly not easy to find with a 10 and 12-year-old these days. So here we are. And my surprise integration with Starbucks, because first of all, I'm like, Starbucks is omnipresent. What do they really need? But obviously big brands that have a voice, they stay in front of you. And that's part of the reason for their success. But this one they have like a little city for the contestants. So there's a Starbucks kiosk that's opened, and they call it Beast City. And it's open 24/7 for the contestants to enjoy whatever they want from Starbucks. So interesting. However, in the latest episode that released on Wednesday, it was like the Cube episode where you're in groups of 2 or 3 and you need to eliminate someone before you can leave the cube. But as part of that, they have these red old school phone lines where you can ask for anything. And one of the contestants asked for a Starbucks order. Simple enough. People are asking for zany things. This was very simple. A few minutes later, Mr. Beast comes in and surprises this guy with with daily Starbucks for the rest of his life as a brand promise. Starbucks. And I looked around my living room and there were literal jaws dropped, especially from the 12-year-old girl. That's a real money saver and really a surprising thing, I thought. Yeah. It's insane.
Okay, so here's what I have to say on the Beast Games. First off, I have a 4, 6, and 8-year-old. I wouldn't think that they were the demo for this. I feel like your kids are more in that age bracket.
They knew him before the show.
But we stumbled upon this one day and I just like randomly like clicked on it. My kids can't agree on movies, so I just was like, whatever, I'm putting this on. All three of them, even the 4-year-old, they were like, this is interesting. Like, what
Yeah.
is this?
Yeah.
So we might have to watch this again because we only watched one episode and I was like, I don't know what this is.
It's a good thing to binge, Jenna. I gotta tell you, especially on a cold weekend. Just
I
saying.
know. But the Starbucks integration is so cool because Starbucks is, when I think of Starbucks, my first thing is like Starbucks is for you and me. It's for
Yeah.
our age. But they have in the last 5 years or so, I would say about 5 years or so,
Yeah.
really become this icon for kids that
Yes.
are in their like tween to teen years. I mean,
100%.
I live a mile from a Starbucks and the tween girls during the nice weather, that is their outing.
Strong
They
game.
walk to Starbucks together. They do this whole thing. Like from a brand perspective, I feel like they have figured out how to like lock in on that demo.
Yeah.
Every brand we work with wants Gen Z, right? Every brand.
I
And
think that
somehow
was
Starbucks has
critical with
gotten
their
it.
product innovation.
Yeah.
Their non-caffeinated offerings got very cool. The
The
refresher
pink drink.
lines in the summer, the pink drink. I mean, it's subtle branding that really captured the crowd. And this is also, I think it's also about behavior. Tweens, because I'm living it, they're becoming autonomous for the first time. And so now, beginning around 6th grade, it's like they go to the local hang, walk there themselves, unsupervised, make sure parents know, or the guardian in their life knows, and they can hang there for an hour before coming home. So it's
It's
genius.
so cool.
Yeah.
Well, and then I guess to say like to then do an integration with the Beast games.
Yeah. Who knew? Who knew that was needed?
But that is it's so smart of them, right?
Yeah.
Like we have worked with so many brands and there's always the question of like, do I put X millions of dollars toward advertising spend? Do I put it toward integrations? How do I divvy that up? And I think the integrations are really, really smart. If they're done in the right way,
Right.
they're really smart.
It blended right in, but stood out
Yeah.
in an interesting sort of mix of, right? Like it was like this aha moment of like, did that really just happen? I was shocked and surprised, or surprised and delighted about that. So kudos to these games, first of all, for being highly entertaining
having
and
smart
to
integrations.
Beast for being who you are. Thank you for entertaining this entire family. Give it a watch, Jenna. You
I
won't
will.
be disappointed.
All right. I'm going to go to the next thing because this truly just entered my ether on its own. So I think there are a lot of people who don't traditionally watch regular TV anymore, right? And I would like, we have YouTube TV. We don't even have like
Same.
whatever regular TV is.
Any cable. Yeah.
I have been working out in the mornings and I will have the TV on in the background. And in doing so, I have seen a few ads that have really like caught my attention. So the trend that I've been seeing is for influencers, TikTok and Instagram influencers. I mean, I wouldn't say regardless of size, but they're not Mr. Beast.
Right. Yeah.
Let's start there. They're not Mr. Beast, but they're large enough to be featured in real commercials.
Yeah.
And I think it is so cool. So I saw Brunch with Babs. Real name is Barbara. I think she's like 75-ish or so.
She's adorable.
And she has this Instagram channel that probably in the last 3 years or so has taken off. I used to follow her daughter, which is how I discovered her. She was on the Today Show a couple times. So like she started to get some actual media attention.
The daughter or Babs?
Babs. I think actually they were together, but don't quote me on that.
Yeah.
And then, that's how she started to take off. But she just, has really taken off in the last couple of years. So she had a commercial with Wayfair and she's like the grandma kind of helping to prep people for holiday shopping. That was the commercial. It was a couple different commercials they did with her. And I just thought it was so cool because again, if we look at it from the brand, you're not having to command a celebrity, right? Which is so much more money. Just the cost of them, the exclusivity, all of it.
Yeah.
Using this influencer is a lot more affordable, but they're still so recognizable to your audience, right?
Yeah.
Like people still see them in their feed, so they know who this person is, and they're so much more likely to stop and listen to what they're saying than just a regular old actor. So I do feel like there's something really cool going on with that. And heck, if these influencers can do this, I mean, great for them, right? It's more money for them.
I could argue that it's there's more equity in an
Yeah.
influencer like Brunch with Babs than tacking on a celebrity. I also think that consumers can kind of see right through that, right? Now, speaking of Wayfair, I do think they're generally smart about using influence. Their Kelly Clarkson line, then again, that's a genuine thing where she's coming in fully integrating, putting her stamp on the line, designing. I'm not sure exactly what goes into it for Kelly Clarkson, but it feels like a very authentic, deep-rooted partnership.
Yeah.
And then Brunch with Babs, they can kind of make her star rise and
I
be
could see so many different things, like spring lines with her. There are limitless opportunities depending on how long they're engaging with her.
she's
But
approachable. I think that's a huge part of it. When
yeah,
I watch some of the holiday content, I'm like, I could do that.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
easy. And it really up levels the
And it
experience.
aligns with their brand, right? Their brand is approachable.
Yes.
I can have that. A look for less sometimes. Like it just
Yeah.
makes sense. The other one I saw that really, and I don't even think I'm the demo here.
Probably not.
Dad advice from Bo. This is a gentleman. I
I
don't know
love
a
it.
lot about him, but my husband had actually heard of him. Like my
Yeah.
husband's like, oh yeah, I know who that
Spot
is.
on.
I think he probably follows him, honestly. But he has taken off on TikTok and
Yeah.
he shares real dad advice, right? And it's great things like changing a tire, tying a tie. I think he has some stuff about like little like fixes in your house, dishwasher repair,
Yeah.
things like that. Again, though, very approachable, very relatable, like just a soft push, not too much. TikTok actually was the advertiser here and they did an ad
Yeah.
with him and chose him. And I saw it again just on like regular old TV and it was so impactful. It made me stop and think and it immediately made me go check him out. Like immediately I was like, oh, I'm going on TikTok to look into this guy because I bet you he's got some great tips. And then again, my husband follows him. So
It tugs at the heartstrings too, right? Like we know dad advice. We've all grown up with it. We all appreciate it. Frankly, it's different than mom advice. It's a little bit unexpected, but then when you get there, you're like, oh yeah, this is what a dad would, exactly the content he would present.
yeah,
I love that one, Jenna.
I loved it. I loved it. And again, it made me click. So it did
Yeah.
its job. So the last one that we wanted to talk about today is my favorite. It's the Heinz new dipper fry package. And I'm obsessed with this. So
Too. Can't wait.
quick background. So Heinz has been innovative in the past, right? Like they've
Yep.
introduced different little ketchup packages and such. So this is not,
And even French fries that look like spoons.
wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh,
But again, nothing isn't as genius as what's coming.
okay, so I've not seen, I'm going to have to search for those fries. So it's a picture like the old school red McDonald's French fry container, right? So it's not McDonald's, but just
Right.
it's a
Cardboard
container
box
like
fry
that.
package.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cardboard fry box. And then the front of it pulls out and there's a little like pocket for the ketchup, which is so genius. It's so clean and not messy and it just makes so much sense for Heinz.
It solves a consumer dilemma, right? And I with another way brands can be so successful is delivering a solution. And the simplicity of this one is just, it's chef's kiss,
It's
literally.
intuitive. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. I was thinking about this morning and I was like, why do you love this so much? And there are two reasons. First is what you just said. It solves a problem for consumers, right? And in a very simple, easy way. The second, though, is this is not just a campaign for campaign's sake. This is not just a flash in the pan or, a stunty type campaign, which we've done before and they can be fun. So not knocking on them, but this is a business proposition. This
Right.
is launching in 11 countries. I believe it was 6 states in the US, maybe 6 cities in the US,
Okay. I really
in a
hope Chicago
variety
is
of
one of them.
different restaurants and
Right.
locations that have opted in.
Genius.
So this is something where they've already, made a business case, sold this in. It'll be coming to different markets so people can use them. And then I would imagine it's a bit of a test and learn, right? If it's successful and if people are loving them, then it would expand. So
Yeah.
there's something so rich about a brand creating something like this that, again, feels a little stunty, is catchy, gets media attention, gets consumers excited, but again, is also a business case. Makes sense financially.
Yeah. Like I love that it came from Heinz, not McDonald's, and it's QSR agnostic. Again, the business case on this one is just genius. And I am personally really excited about it. I think I mentioned, Jenna, the only other ketchup, I usually say no to ketchup just for that reason. It's too messy. And by the way, there's not much better than a ketchup fry pairing.
Oh my,
Usually say no. Chick-fil-A with their Heinz ketchup packages, that's a close second. And that's the only restaurant I've actually seen with the rip option or the dip option. But
uh-huh.
that keeps it clean too. But this, if it's ubiquitous, I think it's going to be pretty great.
Yes. I love this. So, I can't say enough positive things about this. I'm so
I know.
excited for it. I am a condiment person. I love condiments. 2 of my children are the same.
I
It's
love that
in my
two of
family.
three.
Yes, 2 of 3 are the same. And I always tell them, if we're on a road trip or something, that they cannot have ketchup in the car because
Yeah.
I don't trust them opening those damn packets.
Yeah. Yeah. No
And,
way.
I don't
Playing
know
with
if I'm a
fire.
definite yes on this, but I would be much more inclined to allow them to try it once and see how not messy it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Now the question is, how will you get the ketchup in the pocket? So to be continued, gang.
To be continued, probably dependent on the restaurant or
Yes.
facility that you are getting it from. So
That's right.
we'll
That's
see.
right.
But I love it. It's a good one.
Same.
Okay, well, I think that's all we had today.
Yeah.
Very last question.
Right.
What's our impact?
Yes, yes, yes. Well, in thinking about this one this week, we're hopefully going to wrap this week in a bow a bit. But I kind of like the Heinz example because it is a solution to a challenge or a problem,
Hmm.
or just, something that makes me happy, right? So mine was personal this week, and I think it's just about delivering small pockets of joy and being a good friend. That sets my heart alight. It started with your birthday on Monday. Our office was closed. We were very excited, the whole team, to kind of shower you with little surprises throughout the morning. So hopefully mission achieved, and you were so gracious about it. And I hope it sets the year off right for you, my dear friend and
It
partner.
was the best. I was trying not to interject on what you're saying, but you guys made my day. It was so sweet and loving, and it was the best. I loved it. I loved
And
all the
that
things.
makes me happy. That just
Yes.
makes me happy to make you happy, right? And I think the other example of that this week was with my sister. She's managing a lot with the family stuff right now. And I sent her a little surprise and delight, if you will, just like Starbucks, with my brother, to just get a massage when you can. And here's the gift certificate. Just take a little bit of time for you, even if it's an hour and a half. But I really think that's what life and friendship is about. Um, and even what I'm gleaning out of these brand partnerships is just like moments of joy or aha or surprise.
Yeah,
Good on ya, brands. Like
people love it.
super easy to do that, especially to a massive audience. So anyway, that's mine this week. Very personal.
I
But
love
Jenna,
it.
how about you?
You're like old school surprise and delight, just
Yeah,
taking it on the
exactly.
personal.
Who doesn't love that?
Which how many times have we done that with brands? So great. I love that. Um, I'm going to take a page out of your book. So first off, yes, my birthday was on Monday and it was lovely because of you and our team and others like you. I got home from Charleston and I walked in. My kids were so excited to surprise me. They had decorated our entire house. There were
I saw a little bit of
balloon
that earlier
ribbons
this week.
everywhere. It was so special. It was so special. Um, I tried to pull some of that along with me this week in two small ways of checking in on two different friends who I knew were having a little bit of a hard time. And just to say, like, I'm here, I'm thinking about you, we can talk if you want, or I'm just going to annoy you with random texts to let you know I love you. um, because I think sometimes that's needed,
Yeah,
especially with this little like winter snow apocalypse coming and it feels a little yucky. And it's nice to be able to turn that like feels a little yucky feeling into like feels warm and fuzzy. And I think it can be done in simple, small ways. So
I love it.
that's those are our impacts this week, right?
I do love the text vehicle. It's just a little, you always know you can just shine a little happiness in someone's life just with a flick of a finger, right? Like it's just
Yeah.
the best.
Well, I hope everyone stays safe and I'm not going to say warm, but enjoy the Beast games, binge something else, and we will be back next week.